Hey everybody out there, my name is Dragnix and welcome to Shantae's Risky's Revenge Director's Cut. Now, this is on the Humble Bundle this week. Now, I did highlight Volgar the Viking, and that was part of the first tier. First tier also includes Oddworld Abe's Odyssey, Shadow Warrior Classic Redux, and Duke Nukem 3D Megaton Edition. To pay $6, you also get Shantae's Risky's Revenge Director's Cut, the game that I will be showing you here, as well as Speedrunners, the Early Access, and then the YouTubers Pack, as well as the Twitch 30-day subscription for the Turbo service. So, is it worth the $6? Well, I think so, if you are into the kind of platformer that Shantae is. Now, Speedrunners alone is worth it, let me just put it that way, but let's take a look at Shantae. So Shantae is a very stylized 16-bit platformer. And 16-bit because it has that Super NES vibe. Now, I know it looks 8-bitty and it's in her sprite, but it feels like the old Lion King SNES game, for example. So, Shantae is a belly dancer. Yes, a belly dancer. How does she attack? Well, she whips her hair back and forth. Very Smith family-esque. I'm not gonna try to remember that person's name because I don't know who she is. I know Jaden Smith, that's about it, but other than that, don't know the family. And Will Smith, of course. But, so she attacks, her main attack is using her hair to whip enemies. Simple enough. I have bought an upgrade that makes her whip a little bit faster with her hair. It's actually, I think it's some kind of hair cream. It gets rid of split ends. So I do like the comedy in the game. It has a certain sort of I don't want to say groan-worthy comedy to it. It's not like groan, like the, you're groaning every 5 seconds. It's more so like every so often you're like, So, basic mechanics. Movement is fine. Controls, fine. The one thing I can say about the fighting and the controls, though, is that when you're facing aerial enemies, timing becomes important because you have almost like a tiny little bit delay on your hair almost, especially when you're dealing with the air, and not like the delay in which you start the attack and then your hair whips. So it can be interesting to get that timing down. But other than that, the controls are pretty good. Now you do have some alternate forms of attacking other than your hair. So I have a fireball as my magic spell right now, and I will try to use it. Let's see if I can use it on this enemy somehow. There we go. So, simple, straightforward projectile. Now, you'll notice I can't get in there. Interesting, right? Well, one of Shantae's abilities is to belly dance. See? Now, if I finish sometimes I don't have to finish the animation, but I can finish the animation and I turn into one of the forms. This is one of the forms you unlock. I'm a monkey. I can go into these little crevices, climb on walls, so on and so forth. And I'm not exactly sure what the purpose of this was. It looks like that just goes nowhere. Interesting. And I can't change back because I can't stand up, so you see me squeaking. Or hear me squeaking, I should say. Now, I will give Shantae credit here. This is some of the cleanest animation I've seen in a 16-bit platformer of late, as of right now. Very similar to Shovel Knight. Between her belly dance and crawling on the ground. I mean, it's pretty clean all around, and it does add to the style of the game. Very much so, in fact. So it is to me, it's visually appealing to look at. All right, now, one of the things I don't like is the map in terms of I actually have to bring in my map up in inventory. It's not bound to a key, and so that, to me, is a little bit meh, because I keep on having to go into the inventory. The map is important to try to figure out what's going on. Let's talk to this guy. Okay. I don't get to see many of your kind in the desert like this. Well then, let's talk to this person. Let's see what's going on here. What are they doing in the desert? Kabooey, who are you, Kapow? The Aram Baron doesn't need another girlfriend. Bourgeois. What he does need is that run-down rat hole Scuttletown. It's a perfect staging ground for my new campaign. Rat-a-tat-tat. So, right now the story here is that a magic lamp that was in control of the town has been taken, and that apparently has some, you know, reasonable power to it. There are 3 seals, that magic seals, that we have to obtain in order to sort of protect them, in order for that lamp to not become fully powered, which obviously with them collecting it, the twist will be they knew they were going to collect it and they'll steal it at the end, thus making you the person who actually did the problem. But Shantae has picked up the scent that the second seal's on the ammo baron here. Now, I just got a deed for the town, but I'm not sure if I should be giving it over. You know what? Let's give it over. Let's see. I don't have anything else to do, so gotta go through this whole thing again. I do like the art. I mean, it's very, again, clean art, you know, professionally done, so on and so forth. All right, I'll give it to you. Okay, so we gave him the deed. Okay, so yeah. Ah, so we got a passport out of that for our town? The Ammo Town passport. Ah, new name, new town. Uh-oh. Private army, got an open air shop. Uh-oh. Far to the right of here. Okay, so he seems like a pretty reasonable person, and it's Ladies' Night Battle Tower. Okay. All right, so maybe the Battle Tower is where our seal is. All right, so we're gonna go and see what's going on. You can also collect Magic Jam here, which is something that you can use to purchase upgrades. Again, pretty basic in this portion. If you're looking for a complicated platformer, Shantae's is not it. Now let's look at the map again here. All right, so I'm gonna actually see if I can go up there, see if there's an area up there. I can't tell on the map. Nope. All right, so I gotta go back into the caves. So, very simple platformer, but you know, you're paying $6 and also getting speedrunners for it. So I think it's worth the price of admission here, especially when you also get the other 4 games that I mentioned. Now I do wish there was a little bit more difficulty to it, because right now I have only died twice, and that one was during the boss fight, which boss fight was actually reasonable. It took a little bit of strategy, and this guy's actually taking a little bit of strategy. There we go. But, you know, not too horrible where you're like frustrated. Now, yeah, keep on taking hits, and I keep on saying this is an easy game, and yet taking hits all over the place. Again, very simple, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Not the most complicated of games, but sometimes platformers don't need to be. All right, let's go around here. We're gonna play a little bit for you guys to show off the enemies and the attacks, and then, you know, call it a day at this point. Come on. See, like I said, the timing with the aerial attacks is where the sort of skill lies in using that, because getting that to work the way that you want, and I think it's easier if I just monkey up here. Up I go. Now, your invincibility time is also very short, which you'll note when getting hit by enemies multiple times. You may be able to get an attack in, you may not be able to. Okay, come on. There we go. The way that she shakes when she's in that form, like, is very cat-like. There we go. Sometimes it seems like that when I hit an edge, it's unclear to me where the edge is, per se. Like, I end up wanting to jump and I just walk off. So, yeah, a little bit weird for me, but not too bad. Okay, this game may also be a little bit on the shorter side. Okay, so I'm about an hour, 20 minutes into it right now. And at this point, I've got one of the seals already. Now, of course, that may not mean anything. That may be, there may be some arbitrary, oh, now you gotta collect 6, you know, ribbons. Don't know why ribbons, but ribbons. Or, you know, 6 dances from the, you know, belly dancers of old. I don't know. But it may be short, and I probably will put a description in below saying if it is. These are warp stones, so I can actually warp around the map, which is nice. So that actually gives a really reasonable description of what Shantae is. And so, very simple combat, very simple platforming, but very stylized. And I could see this working on a very introductory level to kids for, like, you know, hey, you want to get your kid into gaming and, you know, you want a classic game to have them, you know, be introduced. Shantae could work for them. It's very good. I could see it working for younger kids too, you know, just as a non-frustrating experience. And if you just want to sit back and relax and enjoy some scenery as well as some music, this is a good game for it. So, other than that, I mean, it has its flaws. One of the things I will say about it is that it has crashed on me a couple of times, mostly in the options menu, which is a little bit weird. Ooh, okay, let's time this right. Nope. The options menu seems to want to crash with me. I'm not sure if that's it not happy with fraps and I died. Actually, that's a good time to stop. And that's the Pirate Queen that stole our lamp at this point. So again, very stylized game, very interesting. It is $6 or more if you pay via the Humble Bundle. Given that it's also with speedrunners, I think it's worth it. This game alone is a good little platformer that, you know, may not interest everybody, but along with speedrunners, yeah, I definitely say it's worth the price of admission. Along with that, you still get the 4 other games that I mentioned earlier. So, this is Dragnix signing out. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and expect more content from the channel over the next couple of days. A little bit more difference in terms of what I'm offering. Later. Hey, thanks for watching. If you have a chance, leave some feedback and comments below. If you liked the video, hit that like button. And if you want more content like this, hit that subscribe button. This is Dragnix signing off, hoping that gaming brings as much fun to you as it does for me.